I know, it wasn't my choice to name that. I wanted to just make it what Father likes on, but you didn't seem to like it that much, did you?
No.
I'm quite surprised. But just to give a bit of backstory, I work as a filmmaker and photographer, and my father here is a gardener as well, and so
Horticulturist.
well, horticulturist. But we're a little bit different. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and I get the sense that you know, with me doing photography and stuff, you kind of been a bit inspired by my work recently.
I inspire myself.
I think
I'll do it, you learn from me.
you think?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Kodak Instamatic days, pal.
well, we've got a series of photographs that you brought in with us today.
Yeah.
And
my new bit of kit that I've been experimenting with.
your new purchased camera, which is just over here.
Yeah, behind me.
Yeah. And you obviously wanted to show the audience what you've been up to on your photography round.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You think you're better than me, apparently.
I think I'm as good.
Right,
I'm
okay.
more artistic.
Well, we've got a series of images here that, you know, if you want to talk us through them.
Not really.
No. Well,
Self-explanatory.
I don't know. I mean, there might be some like hidden meanings in there. We don't know.
No, there's some fucking hidden meanings. Right, yeah.
Right. Well, we've got the first one here.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, you don't look very happy to be there. You know,
I'm elated. I've probably just had a bad pint.
It was a nice sunny day. I mean, what was that? Your first attempt at a selfie?
Don't know. I can't even remember taking it. Quite clear though, isn't it?
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, we've got that one. And oh, right, okay.
There you are. That's class. That's artistic. That's showing the mythological, artistic streak.
Right.
Crap like that, and a bloke with his bollocks hanging out.
Lovely. That's very nice. You know, there was nice scenery there, but
it was a garden centre, so it's got welcome at the side of it.
I know. That's
the bloke's got a tag round his neck.
That's nice. You know,
it's like a label towards slavery.
Right.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure you were into that kind of thing, though. You know,
you'd be surprised.
What, into that kind of thing?
No, not into slavery, but
no, I meant like the male body.
Well, no, the male freaking body. I know, it's about a statue with his knob hanging out.
Right. Okay.
It's artistic but funny.
Right. Very tasteful.
Well, I suppose so. Yeah.
Right. There we go. Oh, right. Okay, it gets worse.
Well,
you know.
Yeah.
You purchased a nice new camera.
Yeah.
And
I was checking the zooming in.
Right.
See how it zoomed in, and it just
zooming in on penises.
Well, not necessarily penises.
Is this really how the first podcast starts, with images of penises? I said bring in something tasteful, you know.
Oh, no,
you know,
wrong with that.
Bit of finesse, you know.
Fucking Johnny Depp or somebody, folks would be going looly.
I don't know. It's not fantastic.
Oh, toughen up then, pal.
Well, it can only get.
It's artistry in the eye of the artist.
Right. Well,
I know where you're coming from. Oh yes, I can see what you're trying to say, and all this crap.
Right. Okay. Well, it can only
ridicule.
This can only get better. So we'll see what happens next. And right.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a classic selfie.
The first selfie attempt, is it? I mean, it looks like you're being attacked. You
know? Probably was. I probably found out it was my turn to pay for a round.
Right. Okay. Well, you know, we'll let the audience decide.
Let's see what your problem is.
What the standard of that is.
Yeah. No selfie stick out. You see, just hold the camera in front of you.
You sure you weren't being mugged or something?
No, hold the camera in front of you. Focus and fire away. See?
Right.
You can tell that's not been posed for. That's natural.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll swiftly move on. You know, I don't think. I don't think that's. Yeah.
One of my images from Sherwood Forest in there, I see.
Well, these are the ones that you brought in with us today.
Well,
you missed your opportunity to impress the audience. I think.
There'll
Yeah.
be plenty of other opportunities.
Well, going back, getting off the topic of penises. It's been lovely weather recently, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been lovely, and I
I
think
think time of year's something to do with it. Yeah.
maybe so. But it's been such a lovely day today, and I think I couldn't wish of any better days to spend it with you. I think
drugs or something.
no, I think that this is a great father-son bonding opportunity.
Well, I think you're talking shit. 'Cause I'd sooner be outside doing something a bit more constructive than stuck indoors, bored out my arse.
Yeah, but you can spend the whole day with me.
I don't
though.
particularly want to spend the whole day with you. I've got a low
Father-son bonding.
I've got a low enjoyment threshold.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not very nice.
I've been bored up to tell the truth. So.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously we've got generational differences. You seem to be quite uncomfortable when I display affection towards you.
Bullshit.
But lovely. Talking about that generation difference,
Yeah.
I saw a bloke the other day in the city, and he was wearing like a man bag and things like that.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of like the modern man these days? Obviously he's quite different to you.
Yeah, it needs to go alive.
Well, we've got the man bag, and then of course we've got the man bun as well. I think with that hair you could probably get a nice man bun going.
I don't want man buns, if you don't mind. You've got long hair, you keep your hair down. What's the point of having it shoved up in a bloody bun? If you can't handle it being round your neck, shave your bloody head.
Well, it's been hot weather,
Well, it used to be hot when I was younger, but I didn't have my bloody hair in a bun.
Hair in a bun, little man bag.
No, I'd certainly have a
think
bloody carrier bag. If you want to carry a bag, you bloody get a carrier bag, don't you?
I think you look rather gorgeous with a
What, with a carrier bag?
with a man bun.
I don't want a bloody man bun, and I don't want a bloody man bag either. What's that about?
Well, it's the modern man, isn't it? There's you get. Obviously, there's some other gentlemen that decide to have they get like nail treatment.
Well, that's how hard look then, isn't it?
I mean, your nails are a bit different to mine, are they?
Well,
I mean, I don't get my nails done, obviously. But
no, I don't. If you go out sticking out of it, you bite the bugger off, bit of hard skin, get the pumice stone on it.
Lovely.
All these creams, gels and that sort.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got like facial cream. I think you'd.
I don't want facial cream. What do you want facial cream for?
You'd look very
What's
nice.
it do?
Soften that skin.
I don't want soft skin.
You look at that. I mean, you'd a bit of cream on that face. You'd look like 20 years younger.
I don't want to look 20 years
You
younger.
look
I'm
beautiful.
quite happy with my age as I am.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just going down the pit, but before I go, I just got to load up my man bag, put all the bloody cream on my face, go and have a night out with the lads. What a shite.
I don't know. I think you'd look rather pretty.
No, I don't go for looking pretty, obviously. Boys say hotels.
I don't think that's.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, speaking of the modern man,
Go on then.
we've got these days like football players.
Yeah, overpaid.
Things like that, with the haircuts.
Don't start me off. Yeah.
Like the shaved sides and the top and all that thing.
Yeah. Too much time on their hands.
Well, I don't know. It's well, I suppose it is a bit too much time.
Way too much time. Way too much way. Way too much
Too
time.
much money. Well, in football, there's been massive headline news. This has been trending online, so it's obviously got to be pivotal, hasn't it? We've got the Paul Pogba has decided to retire the dab.
Great, well, shame you don't retire. Full stop. Waste of money.
Are you into a bit of dabbing in your
Don't even know what
spare time?
dabbing is.
Well, there's that celebration, isn't it, where they do a bit of that, isn't it? I think.
When he achieves.
Well, let's say he scores a goal and he does a bit of dabbing.
I've been paid thousands and thousands of pounds a week, which I'm paid for to score a goal. And when I've scored a rare goal, I then have to do this ridiculous.
What's wrong with that? It's
Thing.
just a bit of a celebration.
Why can't I shake hands and go back?
Shake
to the-
his hand.
Shake hands, centre spot, kick off again. You're getting paid for doing something that you enjoy.
You're not inclined to do any dabbing yourself? Are you?
Yeah, sure. I'll sort of next time I'm out in some bugger's garden, then I'll cut the lawns, I'll tend to the plants, and I'll think, that's good.
Then
I've really achieved it, and I go, ooh, thank you.
What's
very
that?
much.
That's not
bloody.
not a dab.
Oh, what the
That's
friggin'
more like
dab is there?
That's more like a Bruce Forsyth kind of.
Enough then. That's obviously who chawed it off.
I don't think he'd. Well, for those that don't know what chawed means, that's nicking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stole it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stole
Obviously,
that off of Bruce.
I mean, you have a few bits of slang, don't you?
Yeah, I know about with regional dialects.
Well, you always say that I don't have regional dialect. I don't see the.
Because you don't really come from a region.
Well, you're from Newark, aren't you?
Yeah.
Near Nottingham.
Yeah.
And I'm down in Cornwall.
You were born in Cornwall without any accent, any regional
What's that?
dialect.
Without any accent.
Because you ain't got one, have you?
Yeah. Well, it's just proper.
Oh, it's proper. Oh.
I don't talk like that.
Ordinary, isn't it? Northern ruffian. X marks the spot for the Blue Boys. Yeah.
No, not really. I wouldn't say that.
Oh, I would.
No.
Yeah.
What other slang have you got in your?
What slang do you want here? It's not slang, it's just local lingo.
Local lingo.
Yeah.
Well, what are the local lingo?
I don't know. Keg of the Brewer.
What does that mean?
Look at the girl, look at the woman.
Right. Wasn't it? There's one.
Juckler.
Yeah, I was going to say you have a.
That's favourite one, that's dog.
Right.
Your pet juckler.
What's the one I usually hear from you is what's it? Bullet.
Oh, that's a good bullet.
And what that mean?
Shut up.
Lovely. But have you noticed that all of these things seem to be related to some form of insult?
It makes you into a better person. If you can handle an insult, you develop a thick skin.
Right.
Instead of going running, I say, oh, I've been offended. Oh, I've got to go on the sick because somebody just said something. Get alive.
You might offend the YouTube comment section.
Tough.
The YouTube comment section will be on you.
Up to
Hurt
them,
your
innit?
feelings.
Get real. Get out there and experience real life.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, in other football news, going back to football,
God.
we have another signing. Arsenal have finally decided to spend a bit of money, seeing as they've fallen out of the top four.
Go on.
They bought this new player, quite popular in France. It's called Lacazette.
Never heard of
He's scored a lot of goals.
John Radford, is it?
I don't know who John is.
Well, he was a player in the old days. He played for Arsenal.
Right.
Turned up on a Saturday, went out on the pitch, scored goals, went home.
Had a
That was
pint.
it.
Having a fag at half time.
He'd have a Billy Meredith that used to play for Man United back in the day, he used to play with fag on.
He used to play with a cigarette.
Yes. We're back to probably the 20s or 30s, he used to have a fag on.
Lovely.
Welshman he was.
Right. And he'd play.
Played for Man
Smoking
United,
at the
had a
same
fag
time.
on, yeah.
Right. Well, you wouldn't get that nowadays, would you? Well, unless you're Wayne Rooney.
Play with a fag on, though, on with Rooney.
Looks like he plays with a fag on.
No,
But,
on with Rooney.
Lacazette, he signed for
Never heard of him.
well, he's a French footballer.
Oh.
He signed for roughly
What's going to
around.
happen with England when Brexit kicks in?
Probably get deported. Well, he signed for around 52 point something million pounds.
Absurd. Yeah.
Well-
that relates to the fans, doesn't it? Yeah.
No, I know it's a bit. It is getting a bit out of
Yeah,
hand.
it's crazy.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
that's actually not the most expensive signing of the year yet.
No.
There is. It's looking pretty impending that your favourite man, Romelu Lukaku, coming from Everton.
I don't know it. Yeah.
He's going. You think everybody's crap. He scored a lot of goals.
That's what he's paid to do, isn't it? Oh, look at me, I'm a forward. See those two white sticks in that bar? Apparently I'm going to get the ball in between now. Yeah, well, we're going to pay you a lot of money to do it.
Yeah, well, he's looking like he's going to join Man United for around £75 million.
Duncan Edwards, Tommy Taylor, Eddie Coleman will be spinning in the grave.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's 75 million. I mean, United, they're spending a lot of money recently, aren't they? I mean, Pogba, 80 million last summer alone.
Why don't we just
75 million.
buy the trophy?
You think?
Well,
you support Man United.
I did, ever since I was a child.
Yeah.
But now you may as well just say to the FA or somebody, look, here's X amount of £1 million, give us the trophy, cut the middleman out.
Yeah, no, but that kind
cut
of...
the middleman out, don't bother with kicking the ball about and scoring goals and winning. We've paid all this money out for players
Yeah.
to get that trophy. So therefore, as I say, cut the middleman out, give the authorities the money, and they'll just give us the trophy in exchange.
Kind of kills the spirit of competition.
Well, not really. The competition went out the window, pal, when back in, 1966, when Everton paid...
66?
Yeah,
That's
after the World Cup, Alan Ball, right, 110,000 quid from Blackpool to Everton, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then you get silly money coming in when Trevor Francis moved to Forest for £1 million. You think, £1 million for a footballer, get real.
Well, that's cheap nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, but
You wouldn't be able to
back
buy...
then he was the first £1 million player.
It's strange to think
So
that,
now
like,
you can get a bloody cart horse for, he's a bargain at 8 million. Oh yeah, real bargain.
You wouldn't be able to sign a championship player now for £1 million if you're
The
lucky.
game's gone crazy. They should have a cap on the transfers.
You think?
I don't think, I know. How can a normal... Well, you don't even get normal man on the street going to games now.
No. Well, Germany, they're implementing...
good luck to them.
Well,
then.
not in transfer fees, but they for tickets, because obviously in Premier League there's a very expensive.
Yeah, you mortgage your house just to get a season
Yeah.
ticket.
Well,
when's the penny going to drop?
No, they're implementing, isn't it, where you Bayern Munich for a full season.
Right.
It equates to about 100 quid for an entire season, not a season ticket.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you think that if a club like Bayern Munich can do that,
Exactly. So the question's got to be
then
asked.
surely.
Ooh, look at me, I'm a really greedy bastard and I want to get as much money and I'll have 16 kit changes a year so that all you suckers out there can wear bloody replica shirts.
Yeah, well, you can.
With a player's name on the back.
You too can.
Stop buying.
Wear the
shirts.
Paul Pogba outfit down on the garden.
Stop buying replica shirts roughly in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So you won't be sporting the Manchester United kit.
I don't do
The away kit's gone back to like a weird black kit or something.
Not interested.
No,
Nope.
impressed.
Not impressed, not interested.
Well,
Sorry.
Well, with Lukaku going to Everton, it looks like Rooney will probably go the other direction.
Back to Everton, well, there's a surprise.
No, it was always looking that way, wasn't it?
It was always my intentions to go back to my original roots, unquote. So
I could do something, right?
yeah, probably fleas.
Somebody's talking. It's Donald. He's come. Donald started. He hasn't even finished yet, and he's already butted into the conversation. Well, we haven't even got on to the topic of Donald Trump yet, and he's already butting into our own
Well, that's
first
just
podcast.
part of the course.
Well, there's your face.
Yeah, great.
Speaking of
believer.
Donald, he was butting in before his slot.
Yeah.
Have you seen the? Obviously, Donald Trump did the bit of a talk about space and
There's a waste
future.
of space.
Not impressed with Donald.
Nope.
any of that?
Hey?
You mean just a lot of that,
No.
You got the bit of a hairdo going on there.
It's not as ridiculous. Ridiculous, but it's certainly not as absurd as it is.
Well, he's been talking about space recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he doesn't seem to, he was doing one of those public talks.
Right, so there's an authority on space now, it is.
Well, he seems to be a man of all trades, First selling meat, now going into space.
Oh, God.
Well, he's done it all. But he was having this talk and he had Buzz Aldrin next to him.
Yeah.
He was, of course, very famous.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And he didn't look, I'd say, overly impressed.
So Buzz?
No, Donald Trump. Cheers. He didn't look overly impressed with him. And evidently, it's something that's gone quite viral online because he was like, not really concealing it.
Right.
I don't know whether you'd like to have a look at it and see what what your thoughts are on his reaction. Yeah, and there's Buzz there.
Yeah.
And as you can see,
He looks totally pissed.
he's not exactly hiding it, is he? He's talking about obviously re-establishing the national space council. He's evidently, well, you can see everybody around him, they all look a little bit bemused, don't they?
The Vice President will serve as the Council's chair.
I mean, that face of Buzz, right in that, you can tell he's like, just leave. How did this man get in power? But I mean, you only have to look at it.
Yeah.
Loved what we're doing so much. We want to be some of the most successful people in the world.
It's one of the things, isn't it? It's a bit sad seeing him, like...
Well, he's probably just thinking, how's this twat got this basically, isn't it?
It does make you wonder.
Yeah. Drink on a stick.
Well, would you probably do the same thing?
What?
Let's say you were Buzz Aldrin for a second.
Right, yeah.
Would you have gone for the subtle approach? Maybe said something afterwards?
I'd have reacted possibly in the same way as he's just done.
Right.
And I'd probably been biting my tongue because I've been gagging to say something.
Yeah, it does seem
Yeah.
a bit off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Nothing worse than somebody preaching about something when they're out of the depth. At the same time trying to...
Well, he's pulled out to the...
important.
Of course, he's talking about space, but he doesn't know... He's a climate change denier.
Probably heard about
Yeah,
it.
he
obviously doesn't suffer from asthma or anything like that.
Well, he will do by the time he's done.
Yeah.
He says that he strongly believes that climate change is a fallacy. He thinks it's fiction.
He'll get on well with the DUP then, won't he? Are we allowed to say DUP? Yeah.
Well, he's
Mayhem's new friends, yeah.
maybe so. Well, he's pulled out of that G7 thing, isn't he? The climate change agreement.
Yeah, well, that's going to be over a period of time. It won't be instant.
He's
so hopefully by the time that happens, he'll be out of office.
Yeah, well, he believes that the melting of the ice caps and all that is just
natural part of the course of the Earth's natural cycle.
That's what he believes.
Yeah.
Even though, like, he's had scientists and people like that come up to him.
Well,
like professional people
they
like
don't scare monkeys.
nothing.
They know nothing.
well, he thinks he knows a lot, but apparently not. But
yeah, I'm sure the next generation will embrace his...
No, I know, I'm personally thanking myself right now.
Yeah.
You know. Cheers. You know. Speaking of weirdos and odd people.
Yeah, don't look at me.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't looking.
No,
not on this
He
occasion.
said, look at the speaker at the window, he was staring at me.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
speaks for itself. But it's. I had a very strange encounter.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I seem to be hitting on to a bit of a weird.
Right flies.
Yeah, like every time I go to the city.
Right, to the city.
Yeah.
Right,
Big city.
yeah.
Yeah, every time I go there.
Yeah.
I seem to encounter a bit of an oddball.
Right.
No, it's not you.
No, I
It's,
don't go with you.
I don't go to the
No,
city.
I don't. Well, I don't.
I stay in countryside. Is that how you talk?
Stupid.
From north.
What an idiot. Over exaggerated
No, that's-
shite.
Well, anyway, we went to the
Go on,
city.
Will, I'm getting bored.
Thanks. Went to the city and I was having this drink outside a cafe. Nice sunny day, everything was nice. And this guy pulls up and he was in a wheelchair, no problem. You know. And he was like, "Oh, can you help me with this?" "Yeah, fine, no problem." And he just started making a couple of comments like, made nothing of it. And he then started to move on to a bit of a rant. One of your favourite areas. He started moving on to a bit of a rant, saying that he went to this fancy place in the city.
Yeah. The city. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was waiting for his food to be brought out to him. And this other group of people turned up.
Yeah.
They ordered their meals or whatever.
Yeah.
They had theirs brought out, but they had theirs brought out before.
I was going to say, no doubt.
They had theirs brought out before him.
So they probably ordered a freaking salad, so it'd be quicker to be prepared.
Probably so, but it came out before him, and that was apparently it for him. He wasn't happy about that. Evidently, weeks later, he's still not happy to the point where he's coming up to strangers and describing this event, which is a bit bizarre. But he started saying, "Oh, you know, like I went to the manager and complained about it, and did all this, that, and the other."
Yeah.
And then things
Did
started.
you tell him you weren't really interested?
I was
in
just
this
like,
particular rant.
well, you know where you're.
Like say, look, I've got more
You're
important
like-
things in life to do, like continuing breathing.
Well, you know those moments where you kind of you're just like,
Head your ways.
yeah, it's like
Slowly
turning
walk
away, like you're doing that, but he carried on kind of oblivious.
Right. So he wasn't really talking to you by now. He'd just gone into rant mode.
Oh yeah, he was
just-
like
you
he
could
was
have gone back
going
this
for
time
it.
next week in this.
It is still it's through the middle of the night. It's still going.
Going on and on. And on.
Well, yeah, he was talking about this thing, and then he went over into the racist category.
Racism.
I know it was like it's ironic considering he's part of a minority himself,
Right.
being a disabled man.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, these people got served before me." He says, "I went to the stand and says, oh, these bloody chinks."
Oh dear.
I know,
Yeah.
it's
Oh
nice.
dear. You can't say that nowadays. Go. This is GB.
Well, no,
2017.
it is a bit racist. And he was saying, "Oh, these bloody chinks, this that, and the other," saying, "Oh, they come here and it's typical."
Yeah. Oh, come here.
Yeah. Now they're taking our meals, you know, getting served before me. So he was going on and he was "Oh, you know, I'm this and the other, I don't want them here in this
Did not
country."
say maybe they had better manners than you ignoramus?
No, it was one of those things. But you didn't want to really engage because you got the feeling that if you would have engaged with him, he would have probably continued even further.
Right.
You know, but isn't it strange how you get somebody like that? They start off perfectly fine,
Yeah.
all happy,
Yeah.
and then they seem to ease into the racism. Like they wouldn't come up to you normally and go, "Excuse me, sir, are you interested in having a conversation about a bit of racism?" You know? They wouldn't come up to you and go, "Is there any minorities that we can insult today?" You know?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'd have
like-
just basically told him to fuck off.
Well,
Best way of dealing
there was a
with it.
temptation, but with him being in a wheelchair, it made it seem
Well, take your time and fuck off.
No, it was difficult because it was in like a really public place. So you can't just be like, fuck off.
Well, just say, go away because you're annoying me. I don't particularly like the...
Well, you're a bit more frank than I am, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but it gets rid of them, doesn't it?
Well, not necessarily, because considering that he got into an argument with somebody that simply got served before him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's probably another one of these twats who, oh, what you just said to me now has offended me.
Probably.
So he's obviously got some sort of agenda, hasn't he?
He's trying to change the world. One racist at a time. You know?
It's full of them.
I wonder what he'd have done if we would have gone the other direction rather than like been not interested. Right, just been like really sarcastic. Turn around and been like, oh, fantastic. You know, I was feeling down today and like, your racism really perked me right up. You know, yeah, fantastic. Is there any other minorities that we can marginalise? You know?
Yeah, I'm really depressed. I rang up the Samaritans, but it was engaged.
Yeah. I know, it was lovely.
Yeah, no, I'd have just probably have...
Just left.
I'd have probably listened for a while.
Yeah, we tried.
Left.
Yeah.
Or I'd have said, oh, look, there's somebody over there who I know.
Yeah, but there wasn't anybody there.
No, it didn't have to be.
What gets me is that we thought we'd go to the cafe because next door there was a bar, but it looked a bit manky.
Manky.
Yeah, so we thought, well, the weirdos will go next door.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Manky.
The
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? The strange people who go next door. but-
Strange people.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, it looked a bit more rough, didn't it?
Oh,
so you
rough.
think
Oh, right. So you're being racist now.
that's not what towards rough people.
Rough people, mankinism, and
What?
just generally things that don't meet with your approval.
No, it's the fact that we thought, oh, we'll go to the cafe because the
Yeah.
pub looks a bit rough. So
It's
all
a
the
bit rough. Oh, it's a bit rough, is it? No, we don't go.
What do you want me to do? Go in there and go, excuse me, sir, may I have your finest beverage? May you recommend one of your finest
You
beverages?
might turn
Yeah,
out
I'd have been
and-
thrown out the window.
You turn out, oh, yes, certainly, sir. It's nice to have a bit of class in this building.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
I've been looking for somebody like you for about 30 years.
Yeah.
Really?
There
I
you
doubt
go, you
it.
see.
I doubt it.
Try it next time you go.
I don't fancy it because they look really...
No, it's not really my
No,
style.
well,
Yeah.
it looks like one of those places where you probably like fly out the window on a
Yeah.
Friday.
So there's obviously men now who weren't carrying man bags and wearing bloody...
There was no man bums inside, I didn't know what
Well,
to do.
Okay, fine.
Well, that was this week's Freak of the Week.
Right.
I'm sure there will be plenty more freaks available in the future to fill that slot.
Watch this space. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good.
You have any strange encounters this week?
No.
None at all.
No.
Well, you were probably the one making the strange
No.
encounters.
None at all.
What?
None at all.
None.
Been a non-eventful week.
Lovely. Well, you are all thrills, aren't you?
I know how to live life. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bit of dirt under my nails when I was pulling some weeds out.
I got the nail filer out and sorted that out.
No, I just jumped them out with my teeth.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Oh, can I go?
Can I go? That's nice. Well, you've got every week now that you can see me.
Yeah.
See, every week, me and my lovely father here, we can have some nice father-son bonding time together.
Go
Every single week.
Got any razor blades?
I think, if I know you like I know you well, I think that you really enjoyed it here.
You
Me and
don't
you.
know me one bit.
Me and you bonding together,
Foot bonding.
you know. Well, I don't think we've progressed to that point. in
I
the
don't do
relationship.
bonding.
Yeah.
No.
No bonding. Well, oh, sense of pride, and I retire to the shed.
No, well, we retired.
Feelings.
To the shed. Not at all. Time and a place.
Right. What? For feelings?
For anything.
For love.
For anything.
Love, companionship, and
What a twat.
feelings.
I want to
Well,
go.
Since it's the first episode, we've got a bit of a special outro for us today.
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Thrill, mate.
Yeah. Well, we've got an act all the way from I believe somewhere in Japan or China.
Oh God, no, not again, is it? Yeah.
China. Yeah. We've got they've come all the way from China to perform for you.
Yeah. For me.
Yeah, and they thought that
they thought they'd come out to see me.
Just for you.
Yeah,
they thought that since you're into rock music,
right,
and things like that,
yeah.
that they'd play one of your personal favourites.
Can't wait.
There's a Guns N' Roses song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called obviously called "Sweet Child of Mine."
Yeah.
So here we are now. We're gonna leave you with "Sweet Child of Mine," and see you next week.
Bye.